Hey everybody, Tanya from Shooting Star SVG back, and today I am going to go through an Etsy shop critique. If this is your first time here, go ahead and click on the like and subscribe below, as that does keep me motivated to continue making these videos, so that way you can grow your business and change your life. For those of you who have been following me, I love to do these Etsy shop critiques, especially for those of y'all who are first starting out. And I am continuing on my hot streak for tonight, and I will be doing another critique where I will go through a shop off the cuff and y'all can see my reactions and advice as I go through, so that way they can hopefully increase their traffic and sales, and in turn increase their conversion rate, which will bump y'all up on that Etsy search that we all know and love. So I'm going to head on over to my computer screen and dive right in. Today we are going to go through Petunia digital design, and I'm going to go ahead and favorite Susanna's shop. She is located over the pond in the UK, and looks like you have some good star ratings here. I love that you went ahead and put up a new banner for Christmas. I think this is like really cute and yeah, awesome. And you're telling people, hey, go ahead and favorite my shop. You don't want to miss out on new stuff, and talk about how you can utilize that. So I think this is wicked clever. I love it. I think it's just totally, it's great. Okay. You have your little thumbnail here, which is also very cute, and it looks like you just created something for it's Christmassy. So you got your snow here and your presents, and I just think it's really neat that you've updated it for that. First glance, I think your branding colors are gorge. They're really, really pretty. And you have a very basic logo in the bottom corner there, which is great. You do have your shop sections filled out, and you have a good amount of items. You have over 100 items in here, which is great. One thing I would recommend is just swapping these shop section words around. So instead of SVG Summer, I would do Summer SVG, because Etsy is also going to pick up your shop sections as tags, okay? So if you hit a keyword query for somebody who's searching, if they're searching for Summer SVG, you're more likely to hit that. People aren't really going to be searching for SVG Summer, right? So I do recommend just kind of flip-flopping those. And I mean, while it won't be some drastic increase for you, it just provides that little extra edge, okay? So again, scrolling through, I think the branding colors are great. They're not too bright, okay? And you have this bottom bar on the bottom describing, what file types, and you have your logo here, and you do talk about how it's a digital download by providing that up in the top corner, which I think is very clever. It's not taking away from the design at all. It's small and subtle, but it works, okay? And you have a lot of different files here, a lot of great use of mock-ups on the front page, and then a lot of great use of just the design with a basic, ship black background in the back, which is good. So I'm loving this. I'm loving the way the shop looks. I think it's really awesome, and I think you need to keep up the good work with that. Like, it's super good. And I love that you changed this little corner here to match up with the middle, and everything else is the same. So really great work on that. Like, I'm impressed. So good. You have good reviews, which is awesome. And it looks like some people are showing like how they've utilized that in a few photos, which is good. You have your story filled out and your shop member sections, which is good. And you have your FAQ in, which is great. So fantastic. I'm very impressed with the way you have your shop set up. Like, that's a really good first go. So cheers to you. Good job. I went ahead and pulled 3 files that I'd like to look at further, and we'll go ahead and get into that right now. Yeah, so let's go. This is a very great use of a mock-up. I absolutely love this. I can't get over it. Like, this is super professional. It looks really great. It shows the customer the file and what they can put that on, and it just looks really killer. Your second image is just the basic design on your branding background, which also looks great. I mean, it's just very, very good here. And then you talk about how it is an instant download and they will not receive a physical product. And this is a good way to fill up some picture space, though the pictures don't really have any say-so in where you show up in search, right? But it is nice to kind of explain to your customers through the photos, because a lot of times people don't necessarily read the description. So I do highly recommend that. I will say that your title is a little stuffy. I always go with the 3 keyword method, and you're going to hear me repeat that until the end of time. And I would just recommend Let's Stay Home SVG, Coffee Mug SVG, Cozy Christmas SVG, and be done with it and get rid of all the rest of the stuff here. Your price point is low, so I'm not sure what that converts to over in euros, but we'll see when I punch this into Etsy Rank. Once you optimize that title, you want to go ahead and put that in at the beginning of the description, which it looks like you've done here because Google will pull that. And let's see here. You do talk about how people can use this, what they will get, a download zip file with these file formats, where they can be used, that it is an instant download, and you can use physical for personal and small business. I would define what small business means. Is it 100, 200, 500? How does that work as far as commercial use? And that you don't supply any refunds or returns. And you also link back to your shop, which is great. Okay. Overall, I think it's a really good canned description. I presume you use that on the rest of the file. So we'll go ahead and look at the tags here. I'm just blown away by this. This looks so good. So I think that's great. I think if I was scrolling through, and we'll see where this shows up in Etsy. Let's see if I can do this. Let's Stay Home SVG. Let's hope that it pops up, and it probably will just based off contextual search. Let's Stay Home SVG. And there are 687 results with ads. I hope that yours comes up. If it doesn't, you definitely want to make sure that you're optimizing that title, or else you will never show up in the search results. And I'm not seeing it, because the reason why I say this is, if you notice, all these are like black and white backgrounds, and I can guarantee you that if I was searching and I saw that mock-up, like, I would stop in my tracks and definitely like look at that one further. So I'm not seeing it on the first 4 pages so far. Here it is, actually. But yeah, it's so different than all of the other ones that I would definitely click on it to take a look. You definitely want to get that Let's Stay Home SVG in the front of your listing, okay? But we're going to go ahead and get this in here. Cozy Christmas SVG. $2 overseas. Okay, so bump that price up to at least $3.50, okay? Or $3 even, okay? $3 even. It's going to look a little bit different here in the United States to us because it will convert it to US dollars, but I do like to tell people that it's very good to keep your prices up at a higher rate, because people will associate a lower price with lower value and lower quality. And also, it's more money that you're going to make. When you're pricing this at $2 after Etsy fees and transaction fees and all that fun stuff, you're really not making much at all. And while we can sell these digital downloads over and over again, you know, you want to price it for what it's worth, right? And in this case, this is a beautiful file. You definitely want to put it up at least $3 or $3.50, in my opinion. So definitely consider raising your prices, okay? But looking at your tags here, you have Cozy Christmas, Christmas SVG file, Winter Quotes, SVG Quotes, Let's Stay Home, get rid of PNG file, get rid of Silhouette cut file, Cricut cut file, commercial use, sublimation ping. Yeah, all of these right here just acts, okay? Cute Christmas SVG is good. Christmas Quarantine, Quarantine SVG. You could probably leave those in there. I would just stick to maybe Christmas Quarantine and remove Quarantine SVG, because Etsy will pick that up. You have SVG in here a few times. So Christmas Quarantine SVG is basically just a repeat of what you've already set. I would definitely keep the Let's Stay Home. You maybe want to talk about like family, coffee mug. These are a little bit higher competition, but you want to focus your keywords on what a customer may be searching for. And I will be doing a video on contextual search very soon, because Etsy really is slamming in on contextual search lately, which basically tailors everybody's searches to what they normally search for in Etsy and other places on the web. as they collect your data. So keep that in mind. This is a super good effort though. I'm not sure why it's only gotten 1 view. I feel like it should have gotten a lot more because it's such a pretty file. Okay. The next one I chose was this this Rudolph file. Okay. Because I think it's really cool. I will say that Rudolph has an H at the end. Unless I'm missing something and y'all overseas do not have an H at the end. So you probably want to fix that typo, okay? But this is really cool. I like that you provide all of the reindeer names here, and I like the mock-up, though it's a little bit misleading because if you look at this, it looks like you're only going to get the Rudolph. So you may want to figure out how you can get all of these in one. And so one way to do that is to make your mock-ups and shrink them down and create them in a bundle form. And I'll show you what that looks like. I'm pretty sure I updated these this definition bundle with it. And of course I don't have it here. I have it on design bundles. I haven't updated it here yet because I just updated that file. So funny definition. Okay. So what I did here was I just took the mock-ups and I shrunk them down. So you may very well be able to do something very similar, and I just did this in Photoshop, created some smart objects and inserted those in, and that worked out very well for me. So I did that for all of the files that were included, okay? And that worked out very well. You may want to consider something similar for this because it is a bit confusing. I would look at this and think that I'm just going to get this, and make sure you add that H in there, okay? The title is really not horrible. Saint Reindeer Names SVG is a good first go. All of this stuff is useless. You probably want to put in, like, are these just black and white? Because I would think that maybe I'm getting a glitter background with this. So, are you just saying that with the stencil you can create this? So it's a bit misleading. If you're just providing the black outline, I would make that very clear somehow and then say, hey, this is what you can do with it using a glitter fill or just by applying glitter on your ornament, okay? So Santa Reindeer Names SVG, I would say ornament SVG file and Christmas SVG file, and be done. And those would be your three items for the title there. And then copy and paste that, put it at the beginning of the description. I'm not going to go through the description because I do believe that it is a canned description from what I've seen. And we'll go ahead and see what we have for tags here. Santa Reindeer, Reindeer Names. Okay, again, here we go. SVG files, Cricut Design, Silhouette Studio, Ping file. Get rid of all that. Christmas ornaments is good. Glowforge files is not a bad tag to use. Farmhouse Christmas is good. Reindeer Antlers SVG, Rustic Christmas SVG bundle. I would get rid of SVG bundle. So you're definitely going to want to add some variety of tags. Again, with the pricing, you're going to want to bump that up as well because you are offering multiple designs in one. I would price this at least $4, not more. But yeah, you definitely want to look into making sure that this inconsistency is not created by saying, hey, this is the file. People may think that they're getting a sub file with this, okay? So that's that one. Again, I thought this one was really beautiful, and it just goes back. Like, your color combinations are just killer. I love it. It's just very cohesive. You definitely want to bring that price up, okay? Thankful and Blessed SVG, Blessed SVG, Thankful SVG, Thankful Crick. Okay. This is a lot, right? And it's hard to read, too, with all these commas. I would recommend using, like, a dash or one of the straight lines to separate. You know, I use a dash personally, but a straight line to separate, I see that a lot too, instead of the commas because it is hard to read. So I would definitely leave this as Thankful and Blessed SVG, Autumn SVG, and maybe Thanksgiving SVG, okay? I see that you only have one file here, and that's okay. I would definitely add those other two that you've had in the other listings just for variety. Once you get this optimized, go ahead and copy and paste and put that in the beginning like you've done here. And we'll go ahead and see what this looks like for tags. Yeah. So if you run out of tags, like don't just stuff a bunch of stuff in there because it kind of serves no purpose. Saying SVG is kind of a weird one. Fall quote SVG is okay. Thankful SVG, blessed SVG, thankful and blessed, Thanksgiving. Get rid of cricket and just Thanksgiving SVG. Autumn SVG, fall SVG. You know, you might want to talk about the wreath that you have on the outside here, right? So this is considered a wreath, then maybe fall wreath SVG. I really love this font. I'd love to know what it is. And maybe talk about acorns in there as well. But you definitely want to get rid of some of these dead weight tags because that's just not going to help you in the end, okay? That's all I have to go through on the listings. Again, I can't get over the fact that this banner is so cute. I love the idea, right? I love the idea. And you change to the thumbnail based off of the themes that are upcoming. Your branding is spot on. I love the branding. I think it's phenom. Keep that up. Like some of the better branding that I've seen in a while, okay? Your branding is great. Definitely want to work on those titles, utilizing the 3 keyword method, and definitely want to work on those tags and get some of that dead weight stuff out of there. Remember that you can use SVG, DXF, PNG, JPEG, whatever those file types are, and put that up in your materials, and those materials are considered tags, so you're saving tag space there, okay? And you're hitting queries when people are looking for specific things, okay? Swap those words on your shop sections, okay? Because those are considered tags. And aside from that, I mean, just keep doing what you're doing. I'm more than happy to provide any help that you may need for tags. If you have any questions on anything that I went through, you can drop a comment on the video or go over to the Facebook group. And for those of you that are still watching, same goes. Please drop a comment if you have any questions about anything, or head on over to the Facebook group. We're creating a community of like-minded individuals who are trying to grow their business. And as always, if you got something out of this video, please click on like and subscribe below, as it does keep me motivated to continue making these videos so that way you can grow your business and change your life. And if you're looking for a shopper critique, go on over to the Facebook group and just comment on the shop sections thread and the announcements, and I will get you on my queue, okay? I hope everybody has a great night. I'll talk to you later.